and welcome to this episode of the Corporate Escapists TV show and podcast. I am your host, Christine Innes. Now, I am delighted to have this very beautiful human being, Ingrid, joining me today. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure. Thank you for your invite.
Look, I'm excited because I love what you do. And obviously, you have this tag, and it's called a Chief Relaxation Officer. And I'm like, I want that in my...
Someone else already copied my title, the title that I created for myself.
I love it because, it's so necessary in life. Like, we've just had a quick little chat and we're both very busy people. And
yes,
it's one of those things that we completely forget about to actually schedule time to how to relax and come down. So I just want to say I need you in my life.
Come, baby, come. my door is open.
I know. I honestly, I really can't wait to actually have a session with you. Like, I'm just like, yep, I've got to get there. I've got to get there somehow, because I think that, it'll just be pure bliss. So, before we dive in any deeper, do you want to just sort of take some time and just sort of explain to everyone what magic you create in your wonderful world?
Ooh, I love your choice of word, magic. I do have some superpower, unexplainable superpower that can help create magic in my client's life, and some other people in my tribe as well. Well, I am a relationship coach and chief relaxation officer. Well, let me just explain a little bit about the chief relaxation officer bit. I'm a spa therapist, so I've been doing that for 22 years, and I've been a relationship coach for 12 years. So I serve, as you can see my banner behind me, I serve stressed people, broken heart singles, and loving and not so loving couples, I should say, to heal their stresses, their relationship, and also to strengthen their relationship. So that's my passion, definitely. And I operate in Sydney. However, because of coaching, thanks to COVID, actually, now I deliver my coaching through Zoom as well. So you don't have to be in my treatment room. This is my treatment room in my wellness center, and you can come from anywhere in the world.
I love it. And I think really what you're bringing together is so essential, and I know it from my own personal experience that obviously my health deteriorated, and when I noticed that, also my relationships and all that deteriorated as well. And I think that there's a really good sort of correlating factor between the two of them. And when you have a healthy relationship with yourself but also with everybody else, your health also improves. Like, do you find that is a key factor?
Definitely. Stress is a culprit of many things, many illnesses. So if we can start with that, whenever you feel a little bit stressed, listen to your body, listen to the chattering monkey in your mind, and it's like, something is a little bit off, so we better bring ourselves back to center to balance ourselves. So hence, the well-being is continued. We can maintain our well-being.
Yeah.
And our relationship as well.
Yeah. And do you find that, with every relationships and, being a relationship coach, it does come you have to start with self. Like, you have to start with the relationship you have with self before you can improve on any other type of relationship that you have?
I do believe that. Say my journey, I came from a 10-year abusive marriage. So I left after 3 attempts. And in my self-healing journey, I went to see a couple of therapists, several self-development seminars, and went back to college to study counseling and life coaching. And so I did that for me, for myself. And in my previous marriage, I wasn't being accepted for who I am, who I was. So my ex-husband tried to change me, a previous relationship with my mother, my preconditioning from childhood until I became an adult, I wasn't being accepted for myself either. So, that's sort of like a long journey of baggage that I need to uncover. It's kind of like peeling onion, lots of layers, lots of
Mhm.
tears. You think that, oh, you got it sorted, and then guess what? The next layer just boom came in, and oh my God, do I have to peel another layer?
I know, I hear you. I constantly feel sometimes that, you start on personal development and you go, okay, I've got this breakthrough, fantastic. But then something happens and you're like going, okay, well, I have to go back and redo all this again just to be able to take it to that next level as well.
Yes, yes. However, it's all a journey. So I do encourage people. It's good to have goals. It's good to have a goal in our well-being, life, etc. However, enjoy the journey because that's build resilience. You may be hitting rock bottom at the moment, but then when you enjoy the moment, may it be painful, may it be joyful. Uh, Enjoy the moment, and the journey will make you stronger, more loving, rediscover yourself, who you are,
Mm.
and achieve your goal
Yeah.
eventually.
I
Yeah.
love that you said that because I think that that is something that we forget so much so that the journey really allows us to not only learn more about ourselves, but
Yeah.
it's also where we actually want to go because we've experienced different things.
Mm.
And I mean, I strongly believe that without all of the, let's just say, the crappy stuff that's happened in life, I'm
Yeah.
actually so grateful for it because it has actually allowed me to be where I am right now and also
Absolutely.
appreciate all the good things that actually do start to come in because you've experienced hardship as well.
Yes, definitely. Well, I'll give you one example. If you can see my tattoo, so my tattoo, this one is a love heart. Now, how do I do that? Oh, okay, there you go. You can
Yep.
see the love heart, and there's quite intricate details in the love heart. Well, I operate from the heart, and I deal with a lot of people's heart, being a relationship coach, and with the intricate details, the process of the making of the tattoo itself, it becomes more painful. However, that represent, how I've experienced a lot of pain in my life, but it made me who I am. So in the end, it's very beautiful. It's such a beautiful tattoo, and
Yeah.
everyone commented like how beautiful it is. Well, the making process was painful.
Yeah. Yeah, and it really is like life, like I always say life is like a roller coaster. We have ups and downs, there's twists and turns. Sometimes you even have to go backwards to be able to get off the ride.
Yeah,
But it's actually then enjoying it. Like, I forgot joy a part
yeah,
of my life. There was such a period where I forgot joy. I forgot actually how to even feel happiness. But
yes.
it's learning then those feelings and to actually embrace all the feelings because we can become so numb as well because we just brush things off without feeling everything that's come into it and then realizing, how do I deal with it, how can I accept it, what can I learn from it? Is that something that you like really believe in, or you have a difference of opinion? Like, set me straight.
I think we're on the same page here. We operate from the same wavelength, I have a feeling, which is a good thing. So I do believe that everyone has negative, just like a magnet, negative polarity and positive polarity. And it doesn't matter how thin you slice that magnet, always that positive and negative polarity is still there. So it is good to aim to be, positive, like using positive words, think positive, 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 but then we can't avoid that negativity just sometimes coming in. And my way is I would like to acknowledge that, okay, right now I'm feeling shit. And that's okay, flick the shit, and then I can come back to being positive again, But if I keep suppress the negative emotions, strong people don't cry, just don't cry.
Yeah.
Eventually, like a pimple, I will burst, just burst. I don't
Yeah.
even have to press the bloody pimple, it's just burst.
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah, that's my opinion.
Oh, look, somebody would just say something to me and I'll cry. And
Yeah,
I always say, like, I've always been a very emotional person, and I sort of like the scale goes like this all the time. But I feel as though there was a period of my life where I didn't feel. And when I hit rock bottom,
mm,
it was that period of actually learning about those feelings again. And it wasn't until I could learn those feelings that could I actually have positive relationships with
yeah,
everybody, including like my son, my parents, with my future partners. Like,
yeah,
it wasn't until I could deal with that and
yeah.
actually go, oh, I'm actually feeling angry, I'm feeling sad, or I'm happy, that's when I could even start to have better relationships with everybody else.
Yes, because if you think about it, if we don't accept ourselves with all the yuckiness, the crying, anger, all sort of emotion, how can we accept our future
Mm.
partner if you're looking for a future partner? Because someone else will, guarantee you, will have their own baggage. And how can we handle that if
Yeah.
we can't accept us with all the emotions that we have? So,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So I love what you're doing, and I've just literally finalized, because you're going to be in our celebration issue for the June issue, and
Yes.
um,
Woo!
I'm getting goosebumps actually reading your article and going, oh my God,
Oh,
like
really?
yes, I love it so much because it hit home, and talking about how you obviously give space, for yourself, but also to how you can balance the energies and that as well. And I feel though this year we've had a lot of different energies. Look, I'm a very spiritual person. I believe that the universe sends us different things, and with it. But the
Yeah.
energy at the moment is really vibrant, but it can also be too vibrant that it takes us on too much of a high. I guess if that's probably the easiest way to explain it. But to actually then bring us back down to center so
Mm.
that we can enjoy those celebrations and enjoy those moments in life as well. What are some of the key things that people can do to actually bring them back to center, to actually embrace and enjoy that celebration?
Yes. So, in my later on, when you get to read my article, I mentioned about sacral chakra and how some underactive symptoms. So you may be able to relate to some of the symptoms, overactive symptoms. You may be able to relate to some of the overactive symptoms, which means that you are not balanced. So I'll give you a couple of examples. Right? If you're feeling unemotional or unexcited, or if you're experiencing sexual repression, right? That's underactive symptoms of the unbalanced sacral chakra. And the opposite side, the flip side, if you are feeling overly ambitious, so you want to, roll everyone over because you're too ambitious, or you are experiencing sexual addiction. So just by the word using the word sexual addiction, it means that you are not balanced.
Mm.
And so, how to balance that? I'll give you a couple of tips. Well, with sacral chakra, the element is water. So you can take a bath, go swimming, or dangle your feet in the body of water if you don't have a bath or you don't have swimming pool or a sea, a beach close by. And then another one, I will say you can do sacral chakra affirmation, such as, calmly speak positive I feel affirmation. So this particular chakra, everything I feel, affirmations such as I feel at peace, I feel passionate, I feel comfortable with my body. Okay, so those two are the tips for the moment, so I encourage you to read the article.
Yes, absolutely. And I think it's really essential that the fact that, like I say, life is like that roller coaster, and we do have the ups and downs. But when I've noticed myself is that when I've become centered, when I've been able to get that balance, and look, I'm definitely not perfect in it at all,
Mhm.
but my health improves, my relationships improve, my business improves. Like there's so many different aspects in my life that just you go, wow, this is great because you're centered within yourself. You are embracing everything about you, but also too, like Rocky said before, you're listening to your body and really giving it what it needs to nourish it, because I think we forget that. We forget that, it's a living, breathing organism, that we need it. We need it to be able to balance and be able to nourish the soul.
Yes. You mentioned about forget that, but sometimes life is about priorities, right? So sometimes we put us priority number 10, 20, 100,
Mm-hmm.
whereby we put other people and other things at number one, number two, number three. So there's no excuses. It's all about priorities. Sometimes it is really, really healthy to put us at number one or number two of your priority list. As mom especially, we're so good with our to-do list. Our to-do list was like 100 every day, so long.
Yeah.
But when is it that we put us as number one
Yeah.
to-do list? Self-care,
Yeah.
have a bath, or something else. Yes.
Yeah.
It's not that we forget, but we put other people first.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is very, very difficult, because you think that you're being a selfish person, but it's like the airplane, put your mask on first before you help others, and we do forget that. So if you take anything away today, people, remember, it's okay to put yourself first and to take that time for yourself. So it's essential. It really is.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So let's talk about the different programs that people can work with you. And because as I said to you, I absolutely adore what you're doing. And I really think that is so essential for people, because, that having that relationship with yourself, but obviously creating better relationships and healthier relationships with everybody else. So how can people work with you?
Yes, certainly. So you can go to my website, www.kahyangan.com.au, or you can follow me on Facebook, Kahyangan Relationship Coaching page, or Instagram at Kahyangan_wellness. So you can follow me there. Or if you happen to be in Sydney, I would love to see you personally. You can come to my clinic in Five Dock and in Austral. You can experience my touch. I love touching people. I've been doing this for 22 years, either, through massage or facial, and also with my coaching. I teach couples how to massage each other for relaxation and intimacy, and give them products that will create the relaxing ambience and romantic ambience in their own space, and give them couples coaching. And for singles, broken, lonely hearted singles, I deliver coaching as well, one-on-one. And also I do workshop and retreat as well. So my upcoming retreat will be for couples in country New South Wales.
Oh, sounds so good. So good. Well, as I said, I absolutely do adore you, and I'm very excited to have you featured in our June issue of the Corporate Escapists magazine. So thank you so much for being one of our key contributors for this issue. It is just a delight to have you here as well on the show. So thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure. Thank you, Christine, and have a lovely edition and celebration. Let's celebrate. Woo!
Absolutely. We are going to party, that's for sure.
Yay!
So
Awesome.
I can't wait. Look, I'm going to put all the details of how you can reach out to Ingrid below. Please go and follow her on social media. Reach out to her if you want to be able to have a healthier relationship with yourself, a healthier relationship with others as well. And if you want to be relaxed, like honestly, it would be amazing. As I said to you, I need you in my life. I just can't wait to do it. So you'll be able to also check out Ingrid's article in the June issue of the Corporate Escapist magazine. And she's also going to be one of our key contributors as well. So you'll be able to get regular articles from her over at our website. So she's going to be able to teach us so much over the next 12 months. So I'm really excited to have you on board to be able to share your expertise with us and all of our audience as well.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Christine, and everyone that's watching.
Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you, Ingrid, for being here today. Remember to live life to the fullest and to follow your passion. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and we will see you in the next episode of the Corporate Escapist TV show and podcast. Love and light to you all.